Hey everyone, it's Chainsaw Gears 12 here, and I'm back with another video today. Today's video is inspired by two things. The first thing it's inspired by, of course, is how the title is titled, Thoughts on Lulu 2, so it was inspired by that video, and also the fact that Metallica's cover of When a Blind Man Cries got leaked, and I reviewed it, and the video exploded, and so I thought, we'll talk about it. So, as you can read the title above, guys, thoughts on a Garage Inc. 2. A lot of people have been saying this for quite some time now. It was actually referenced back when Remember Tomorrow Iron Maiden cover came out in 2007. The same year, Metallica released the Ecstasy of Gold. They covered the opening theme to their concert. Sorry about that. And so people have been saying since then, and now people are bringing it up again with When a Blind Man Cries cover came out. People were like, oh man, this sounds really, really good. So Metallica should do a Garage Inc. 2. So I'm just going to say a little bit of my thoughts about if they went to the studio and did this, what could be different from Garage Inc. to Garage Inc. 2, and what they could provide with a more variety of things on Garage Inc. 2. So as we all know from Garage Inc., that's basically all the bands that really inspired them to make music, to be a band, such as Motorhead, the Misfits. We had Diamond Head. We had let's see, I can't remember the band. The song Killing Time. I can't remember the band. Like Blitzkrieg. Just a variety of Black Sabbath, Merciful Fate. Just sorry about that. Scratch my head. A variety of bands that inspired them. So my kind of twist on what I think Garage Inc. 2 could do, I mean, it could be a double album, of course, but also let's see what Metallica could do if they covered songs from bands that were inspired by Metallica. Did I just throw you off there? I hope I did. So, let's think this through. So, if anybody knows of the infamous video in 2009 when Metallica was touring for the Death Magnetic Tour, and there's a video, which you can find, where Machine Head is opening for them, and James Hetfield goes out there and plays Blackening, I think the song is called, with Machine Head. And he played really well. It looked like it wasn't even a problem to him. So I'm not saying Metallica covers a Machine Head song. I'm saying is maybe Metallica could cover a song by a band that has been inspired by them, and so they could put their own little twist on it. So let's say Metallica wants to cover a Trivium song. Let's say it's an easy song. Let's say it's God, I can't even think of a song right now. Let's say they cover The Crusade, which is their instrumental track. Let's say Metallica wants to cover The Crusade. If you don't know what that song is, it's just an 8-minute long instrumental. A lot of people will look to that song and think that it sounds like a instrumental from Metallica, just heavied up and faster paced riffs. But what if Metallica covered it? That would be something different, something new. They covered a newer song, and they're basically covering a song from a band that's been inspired to play music from them. So that would be just interesting. That's like a little thing right there. I think Metallica could do Remember Tomorrow. The cover they did was so good, in my opinion, of course. And I'm thinking that they could go and cover another Iron Maiden song. Personally, I would love to hear Metallica do Hallowed by Thy Name. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm pretty sure I am. Hallowed by Thy Name is such an amazing track. I think Metallica could pull it off. They have jammed on it at some points. They jammed on Prowler. So I mean, let's just say Metallica decides to, okay, let's cover Prowler and let's cover Hallowed by Thy Name for the thing. Okay, let's do that. Okay. So here's another little twist. Let's say Metallica goes down that route of, I have an idea. Let's cover a Megadeth song. You're like, wait a minute. I think you're pushing it too far. They're gonna cover a song from a band, and the front man of this band was kicked out of Metallica, and he formed Megadeth in order to get back at Metallica, which that has not succeeded in some people's views. And some others, it's like, yes, Megadeth's better, more technical. That's just what it is. But in my personal opinion, fan base wise, money wise, Metallica are on top, and that's how it's gonna be. But I mean, I have no problem with Megadeth. It's just that's fact. But let's say they cover a Megadeth song. What Megadeth song? If I got to pick the Megadeth song they would cover, it would have to be either Take No Prisoners. I love that track from Megadeth. That would be pretty interesting to hear Metallica's take on Take No Prisoners. Good Morning Black Friday. It's an older track from Megadeth. That's a really good track. If they covered Slayer, it would have to be Raining Blood because they've jammed on that before live. Black Magic, they've jammed that in a video where they basically went through like the whole entire venue of bands and said, "Hey, you guys check out this band?" Then they play a little jam of that. Then they say, "Hey, we checked out Slayer." They play Black Magic a little bit. So they could do that, or cover Anthrax, Cotton Mosh, or let's see here. Oh man, I'm totally blanking right now. Indians. I'm blanking right now. I'm blanking. But I mean, Metallica. There's other bands that Metallica could cover that they have not really covered. I mean, they've already covered a Deep Purple song, but let's say they cover another one. You know, Highway Star. God, I can't remember. Like there was another song that I really liked for them, and I can't. I'm just not. It's not coming to head. So they could do another Deep Purple song for the thing. They could do a Judas Priest song. I would love, like, they've played a Judas Priest song live with Rob Halford before, but let's just say that they just cover another track. Just another track from Judas Priest that really got them into, like that was like the song that they like enjoyed, like, man, we gotta, you know, do this. So they could do a Judas Priest track. I know they've overdid Motorhead, but they could do another Motorhead song. I have no problem with if they did that. I mean, if Garage Inc. 2, I mean, like, I know I give them a lot of opinions, but, like, all in all, if Metallica went like, okay, so on this side we have bands that have inspired us to play right here, and we have songs that we like from them that we could do, but also over here we have bands that we like, we really enjoy, like they were inspired, like they came after us, but we really enjoy their music. So let's take all of this and form it into Garage Inc. 2. I think that would be a great concept. Now, I'm not saying a lot of people will agree with that. I'm just thinking is like, if I had to do it, if I was the one like in the studio going, okay guys, here's how you're going to do it, and then they had to follow suit, that's the way I would think. I would think that'd be really awesome. But a lot of people are like, well, they should pay more, like they shouldn't have to, you know, cover songs by bands that have been inspired by them. They should cover, you know, songs from bands that inspired them to, you know, become a band, to make music. And I respect that. But at the same time, it's like whenever Metallica does a cover song from a band that inspired them to play, everybody goes to that thing of like, oh, well, you know, the original's always better. Well, everybody's going to say that. But it's like Metallica should never do this. There's always those people, that set of group. Here's the group that's hearing the track. And there's that set of group that's over here like, well, you know, Metallica should never cover that. They should never cover anything, you know, because they're crap, or, you know, they don't need to touch, you know, anything. They don't need to touch anything. And it's just like, for me, it's like these people are never going to get pleased. And these probably be the same people that would get mad if they covered newer tracks, like a Trivium or a Kill Switch Engage song or an All That Remains song. I mean, like, that would be totally different, but, you know, just something other than, like, older music. Let's cover new music that they've, you know, Metallica's inspired them. So Metallica takes a song they like from a newer band and puts their own thing on it and puts their own little staple on it and just says, this is how we see the song, and this is how we would have wrote it, or this is how we would have played it. We would add little differences like that. So overall, it's just a thought of half old stuff, half newer stuff that's inspired by Metallica to make music, and just put it together as one and see how that would turn out. But as always, guys, you're going to comment down below and let me know what you personally think if Metallica ever decided to do a Garage Inc. 2 and you had the power in order for them to either what bands they have to cover, like you don't care what song, but they have to cover this band, newer than them or older than them. So you just basically comment down below and tell me how you would put a Garage Inc. 2 together. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm messing up. Sorry guys. So anyways, comment down below and let me know. Like the video, subscribe where that subscribe button is up there, and I'll see you guys really soon.